Hey, what's up with it, King? What's up with it, Queen? You already know who it is. It's your big brother, Demont Pope, aka Mr. Purpose over pointless excuses. Yeah, y'all know every week my job is to inspire, motivate, educate, and empower. Yeah, and my guests, they do the same thing. So it don't stop this week. Listen, I'm giving you value upon value, right? We trying to add more on top of more. So look, nothing less this week. Standing in the waiting room, standing in the guest room. I'm not going to keep you waiting no more. Without further delay, I want to reintroduce and re-present to some others my bro, Bj Paige. Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the King Speaks podcast, King. What's up with it?
Man, look, man, let's be clear. You give me life, home. You give me energy, bro. So look, I'm here.
Listen, bro, I'm grateful, bro. Listen, man, listen, in case they missed it, welcome back to the King Speaks podcast. Like you jumped off season 2. You jumped off season 2. So we're in season 3 now, and we got you back on here. But look, some people still don't know who Bj Paige is. So look. Without further delay, look, who is Bj Paige? And tell us exactly what it is that you do.
Man, say less. First off, man, thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to be in your presence, man, and it means a lot. I don't take that light. But man, it took me almost 40 years to figure out who Bj Paige is. But I'm gonna give them a quick little rundown. Man, Bj Paige is a workforce development motivational speaker. Mr. Your network is your net worth. Yeah. Man, where we add value to each other's lives, like we're doing right here between me and you, good brother. So my job every day is to make sure that I let people know that whatever they're doing, they need to finish that strong and focus on their careers. Because sometimes you only get one chance to be great. So I'm just excited to be, man, and be here and share this moment with you, man. So let's get it.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. You talking about helping people, and you already know we talking about purpose over here. And I want you to let the people know exactly how long you've been in workforce development, right? And how long you've been in motivational speaking, like how long you've been helping people pursue their purpose. Is that the right way to say it?
No, that's good, bro. That's good. Yeah. That's good. So, man, I've been in so look, it's funny, you use the word that is in everything that I do. Every website I've ever done, every program I've ever done is a word that you just said, bro, that falls in that answer, and that's help. Okay. So I've been in space of help, man, in workforce development for over 10 years. Actually, it was just about 12 years, man. I fell into it on accident. I was the dude that had every job you can think of trying to find itself. So me trying to find myself, I had a nonprofit, getting kids summer jobs, and I fell into workforce development. And what that is each day, like I said, helping you find your strengths to find your career. So that's been about 12 years. And as far as motivational speaking, you know how we go. Do you mean intentionally? Because we've been speaking forever, man. It's funny, our big brother, man, used to say to me, like, you've been speaking, like, what are you doing? So intentionally, I've only been speaking over a year. Okay. But I've been speaking and been paid to speak at various events, about 8-9 years, man, but not intentional.
Okay. So we talking about an extended period of growth, an extended period of development. I love to get right here, and I ask all the guests this question because I want to paint the picture that sometimes it's a process, and I like to use the word process because there are steps, there's levels, right? There are stages, right, that go into a process. So the fact that it took you several years, right? And I remember when we first opened up and I asked you, who is Bj Paige? You was like, look, man, it took me about 40 years to figure out who Bj Paige was. But I'm gonna give y'all the short version, the condensed version real quick. So I wanted to highlight the fact that it takes a period of time, and that's how you become established as a professional, because you have years of trial and error, years of missteps and mistakes, years of educating, years of learning, years of applying to the process. So listen, man, I want to congratulate you again, man. I'm honored to be in your presence because you're doing some very phenomenal things, man. I've been watching you out here on this internet we got going on, man. You chasing down 100,000 youth, man, 100,000 students. Look, and I just threw that in there on you, man. You chasing it down, and the number is significant, man. You close to it. I ain't gonna quote the number right because you might be way past that right now since the last time I saw you. But I want to let you know, man, you more than you real close to halfway there. I'm gonna say that you real close to halfway there.
I'm right there.
See what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing, bro, because that's gonna lead me right into this, right? What exactly was the motivation or the inspiration, right, behind you deciding, hey, I'm going to take this, me falling into this workforce development? Like you said, I'm going to use your own words. You say I fell off into this workforce development. So what was the motivation behind you saying, look, man, I'm just inspired to use my position, use my experience, right? Use my leverage, right? Use my ability to make connections and to empower young people. Like, what was the motivation behind you taking all of that up, all those different situations, compiling them into one structured situation and pursuing what you're pursuing right now as a workforce development motivational speaker? Man,
I'm gonna tell you, before I tell you, man, for this next book that I'm finishing up, I think I want you to do my voiceover, man.
Hey, man, but
I think we need to figure that out. So
let's get the paperwork done. I'm with it.
Send me the fee. Send me the fee. Let me know how much. But what it was for real is, like, unfortunately, like a lot of Black and brown people coming from the underserved communities like I did, I didn't have what one would say is a mentor. I didn't have one that would show me some of the things that you and I are showing the youth and the next generation, the future leaders of the world, how to get there quicker, faster. And because I didn't have that, I said, I got to figure it out. So when I figured it out, I realized that in my city, in the DC, PG County area, if anybody's in that area, they know there's a lot going on with the youth. I realized that I really got my hands on the youngest here. But that's when the light flickered. Like, B, you need to stretch. Like, you got to stretch. You know, God was like, look, Slim, I'm not going to keep playing with you. You want to just say you taking over DC and PG. I ain't got time to play with you, Slim. Go across the country. So I said, you know what, you're right. So I started reaching out. And again, I know the value of a mentor. I reached out to our big brother again. Shout out to Jeremy Anderson.
Right,
quick. I reached out to J.A. And I said, bro, I'm about to go reach all these youth, and I'm gonna make sure that they finish school strong and focus on their careers. He's like, bad. I said, man, I think I'm gonna do 20,000. J. Paul's just like that. Okay, 100,000. I'm like, what? Like, I can't reach no 100. I can't reach 100,000 youth. Like,
next level, baby. Next
100,000
level. You know
youth
with it. Come on.
So he like, nah, you shorten yourself. Like, you can do 20 in your sleep. And you know, man, you know, God is good, man. I did 20 in a month.
Come on, man. I saw that. I saw that happen, y'all. I saw it happen.
I did 20 in a month and got scared. Like, oh my. And I backed off a little bit, and I'm sad and mad and upset at myself for backing off. But I really was scared at what, you know, what the glory was at the end. I was scared of what the outcome would be of actually following through and reaching that many people. So that was the energy behind reaching 100,000 youth this year.
Wow, man. Check it, man. And this the thing. I want to jump. I want to talk about the fact that you said that you fell back. You fell back because you wasn't ready. Like, so that fear hit you and like, whoa, wait a minute. Like I said this, like I heard it, then I said it, then I believed it. And then I put some work into it. And then it started happening quicker than I imagined. So you backed up off of that thing right quick. And then you said it impacted you in a way that you kind of got a little bit of regret. So we talking about lessons. So we talking about lessons. So I'm gonna jump all the way into that portion. Like, let's talk about one of the most important lessons that you've learned. Would you say that would be one of the most important lessons? So
this one here, man, is this. We're gonna be transparent, right? We're gonna act like it's just me and you.
Yeah.
And the listeners just get to have a piece of the convo.
That's it.
So first off, the word was fear. You know, false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
Fear.
Yeah.
So since that was the word, I teach people every day to be fearless. I teach people, you know, if you say you're gonna do something, do it.
Yeah.
Put it into action. You know, I love acronyms. Put a system in play.
Yeah.
System, save yourself time, energy, and money. Put a system in play and do it. So what I did, bro, is I put a plan together. I put a system in place and I worked it. And it started happening. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It ain't supposed to go this fast.
Wow.
And it scared me. And what scared me, man, was the reason I scaled back. And I had all these reasons on why I scaled back. Oh, I'm gonna make this better. Oh, I'm gonna figure this out. Oh man, you got to get your lighting right. Oh man, you should do better photos. You need to do that. I gave all these reasons of why I scaled back. When it really was me just being afraid, afraid to show up, afraid to see what was next, because we know what we know. Like, I know that I'm very good at workforce development. We know what we don't know. Like, I know that I don't know how to change brakes on my truck. But it's that you don't know what you don't know is what scared me. Because I didn't know, I just had no idea what the outcome was, bro. I was like, oh man, let me fall back.
Yeah. Wow, man. So you were kind of like you were caught off guard by success. Many people judge success on different levels, man, on different scales. That's how they weigh success, based off of income. But in your case, this was success based off of impact, right? And the level of impact that you were making. Like you had to have a mindset shift. Like your mind had to get elevated for the level of impact that you were creating, right? So you had to fall back. Now, it wasn't necessarily a bad thing that you fell back. Perhaps it was a good thing that you fell back, so that you can now see the whole scope. You can see the broader picture. Like, you can see the maximum impact now. So you can see where you fell back at. And you also see the more impact you would have had you continued. So it's actually wisdom. That's just my opinion, man. You know what I mean? That's just my little seasoning that I sprinkled in there for free. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna charge. No charge. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you this, BJ. With that impact, there has to be a level of value. There has to be a level of service, right? There has to be some product or some package that you're offering to people to draw attention, to be able to be in the position to impact thousands of people. So let's talk about the value of your service. What would you say is one of the most important values that your service provides to the community or to other people?
That's big, bro. That's big. It's the special sauce for me, man. You know, when you got everybody got a cheeseburger, right?
Yeah.
But you know, they call this thing a Big Mac. It's the biggest. And what's special about it? It got two patties, it got, you know, the bun, it got the sesame seeds, but it got a special sauce. The special sauce for real is how I connect with the youngins. Like, I really legit found out that what I have inside me is special. Yeah. I don't know if it's because I don't get embarrassed. I don't know if it's that with my heart on my sleeve. I tell the youngins everything about me. But I legit understand that, and it happens so fast and easy every time. Yeah. That if a school is giving me, or organization is giving me like some drawback, like, you know what, we may be looking for this, or that's not the route we're trying to go, I tell them, bro, but let me just come up there for free to help. Give me your worst youngin. Yeah. Give me your worst youngin, and they'll send me that male or that female, and I just spend some time with them, and they come back to the class or to the teacher or to the principal. And they'd be like, what just happened? And I'd be like, man, I just spent some time with him. What you mean, what happened? So it took me a while to realize that. So that's the story that I tell the administration and the teachers. Like, you know what? I know you got a good school. I know I may not be the speaker for you. Yeah. I may not be the person to come for personal development for you, but give me a chance just to come out there. Yeah, just a chance. Yeah. Just a chance. That's all I need. One chance. Yeah. Even if I change one life, that's one life that y'all had an issue with that y'all couldn't change. Wow, bro, that's deep. So that's what people like me or you, we are the special sauce.
Special sauce, man. I love that. We want to highlight that word, special sauce. I don't know, bro. That might be the title of this episode, special
Ooh,
sauce,
I
man. I
love
like
it.
this.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is about, man. That special sauce, because you already had the sauce within you. You was already walking in the purpose, like you said. We got years. Let's go all the way back to the beginning of the interview. You got years of experience of development, right? So that special sauce, that connection is that relatability. That's why you can draw in the young people, right? That's, man, listen here, man. Let me keep it moving, man. Look, I'm interviewing you. I'm supposed to be interviewing you. So let's go.
You know how we do, man.
Look. Let's talk about this, bro. Because look, let me say this: the level of impact that it takes, right, to change the world, right? It only starts with one spark. Change the mind of one little boy, one little girl, like you said, man. If you change one,
what artist said that, man? What artist said something like that?
Come on, man. Pac said something about, sparking the flame in the brain that does change the world. You get what I'm saying? So all it takes is a spark. Come on, man. All it takes is a spark. And a lot of times those sparks are caused by challenges, bro. It's caused by opposition. It's caused by obstacles, by adversity. So speaking of the adversity, right? We talked about the glory. We've talked about some of the pain. We've even talked about some of the shame, right? So let's talk about some of the obstacles or some of the challenges that you may be facing right now. And let's talk about how you overcoming them, how you getting through it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to know about right now or in general?
Yeah, right now, right? Present day.
Right now, present day, man. My biggest obstacles, man, honestly, is trusting the remainder of the team to be present when I'm not. And by that, I mean, it's no way that you can have any structure of a business alone. It's impossible. Even if you've done it for a period of time, to be to whatever level that God created you to be, you're gonna need a team. So my struggles really are within my own entity, man, of really saying, you know what, let me trust you to do this, and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And what happens is, because of my strengths, and we all have strengths, because of my strengths, bro, I feel like sometimes me and the team be like, oh, you can do that faster, B. But that ain't for me right now. I need to make sure that collectively we all grow, because I can't be the only one trying to pause. I don't like that word. The only one that's growing and you not growing with me. So that's my struggle now, man. Outside of that, I would say, man, I'm living the life, man. God has really got me in a place where I'm just having fun every day, changing lives. And man, I'm just blessed, man.
Hey, man, I love it, man. And when you talked about that challenge, that obstacle, man, I like how you changed your vocabulary, you changed the intention of your words, right? You went from about to use the word trying, and then you changed that word for growing. So I just wanted to pull out little stuff like that and highlight little moments, man. You already know how I do over here. Listen, if y'all getting value already, I need y'all to hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the likes, right? Type comment in the comment section. Look, hit the notification bell. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Listen, BJ, this is what I want to know right quick, right? What would be the first thing a person should do? Like we since you're in the workforce development, right? Let's say somebody watching this and they want to get into what you do. Like, what would be the first step that they need to take if they want to be about that action? You talking about action, right?
Yeah. I alluded to it earlier, but let's have an intentional conversation on it. Is focus on your strengths,
man. Let's be direct.
Yeah, focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths. Yeah. If you are a talkative person, you know daggone well that you shouldn't be behind a desk doing like admin. If you are a person who can't sit down, like Bj Paige,
and Demont Pope,
you know that you should not be in a position that's got you just in a closed cubicle. If you're a person who don't like speaking in public, then you probably shouldn't be like in advertisement or sales. And I'm saying that because it sounds simple, but you'd be surprised, like the people that I help, because it's not just youth and young adults that I help in workforce development. That's just my go-to. But especially in my space of return to citizens, helping people come home from incarceration, you'd be surprised how many people don't realize that their strengths can find them a career to get them paid for life.
Come on, man. Run that back one more time. Say that
their
one more
strengths can find them a career to get paid for the rest of their life. Look at me and you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, daggone well, we talk too much.
Yeah, we do. Come on, bro. I used to get in trouble for it.
Both of us.
I used to get in trouble. He talked too much. Now they screaming, talk that talk.
King, yeah, talk that, man. How much it costs for you to come talk to.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Went from speaking for free to speaking with a fee. Come on, man. From impact to income. Listen, just from walking in your calling, just from walking in your purpose, just from accepting what God has already placed on the inside of you and I. Listen, man, it was already there from the birth, from the beginning. It was already spoken. Look, before he knew us, before we were formed in our mother's womb, like he already knew what it was, which space that we were occupying, which industry and which profession. Like he knew the skills and the craftsmanship that we would have. Listen, BJ, don't make me take it there. Don't make me take it there, BJ.
No, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm pinching myself while you're talking.
Come on, man.
And the reason I'm pinching myself, because number one, I ain't want to say too much. That stopped me from saying what I want to say. But I'm gonna say this piece. So when the day comes, we come back to this very, very interview. Yeah. And we're gonna share it. And that piece is, man, the book that I'm finishing up is about what you just said.
Wow.
So, and I'm not supposed to say what the name and all it is yet. And that's why I was pinching myself, right? I was over there. Please don't say it. Please don't say it.
Yeah. Control.
So we're going to come back here. I'm going to use this interview and say, my brother interviewed me, man, not even knowing that, you know, God was putting on his heart to talk about what this book is about.
Wow, man, because that right there wasn't even in the intentions, man. It just flowed out, man.
That's God work.
Available. Yeah, it's about being available, man, for him to use. That's the whole purpose, man. Just being vessels, man. That's how we add value, man. Make ourselves available so that someone else can benefit from what they see being done through us and by us. You understand what I'm saying? So look, BJ, look, man, real quick before we run out of time and these folks get the bailing up out of here. Look, man, go ahead and let everybody know how they can contact with you, connect with you on your website, like so they know where you at, where you can be found. Go on, spit it out to them.
Man, the easiest way is bjpaige.com. That's bjpaige.com. And social media outlets, everything is at BJ Paige. I'm easy, man. Easy to reach, man. And if you can't reach me, you know you can holler at my man Demont Pope. He gonna make sure you find me. Yeah, you understand me?
You better let him know. Hey, man, look. So it's something about being intentional, BJ. This episode was intentional. It was intentional because it's growth and elevation, right? Like from the first time, like when they watch this one, they're gonna have to go back and watch the first interview you and I did on the second season, and they're gonna be able to see the growth. They're gonna be able to see the elevation, and not just myself, but also in you, so that they know like we're constantly growing through the process. Like we haven't just reached a point of success where we said we've arrived. As a matter of fact, every time we sit back and say we've derived because we've achieved some level of success, we end up taking drawbacks and pushbacks because that level of arrived and that kickback messed around and set us back sometime where we should have been applying more pressure. We should have been applying more focus. We should have been a little more diligent. We should have made a few more phone calls, made a few more visits, go talk to a few more young people. But look, we thought we could sit back and chill. So the message that we want y'all to have is be intentional with your time and be intentional with your grind, man. Listen. What we said we was gonna call this special sauce, bro.
Special sauce, the special sauce.
Yeah, that's what that is.
One more drop on that for the special sauce, and I know we got to go on time. Yeah. It's funny when you climbing this ladder called life.
Come on with it. Speak.
The only way you get to the next step is if you put effort forward. You got to lift that leg to get to the next step. So that's what that growth looked like, man. And it's funny you said that. So I'm just thankful for growing with you and you growing with me, and we add value to each other.
Man, I'm honored, bro. I'm honored. Now listen, King, we done inspired somebody. Somebody's motivated. right? Now they know that they can pursue a different option. Now they know, let's be real. Now they know they can come up out them streets, right?
No
now they
question.
know they ain't got to be doing, whatever they was doing that put them in certain situations of isolation and incarceration. You get where I'm coming from? So now let's talk to them about their heart, right? Because they still may feel, because of their lack, because of their incompetence, they may not know enough, right? Like, what would you say to them to inspire them to pursue their purpose over those pointless excuses? Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna say that you're smarter than me. Whoever listening and felt that, you're smarter than Bj Paige. As a matter of fact, I am Dr. Bj Paige.
Come on.
And you know how I got to be Dr. Bj Paige. And no shade to nobody who did it the right way. And I say right way because they somehow paid for their education. And they went through the years of hard work and studying and testing. But I never gave up. I never stopped. I never quit. I continued to push and continue to be great. You smarter than me, listener. Continue to push. Don't stop and be great. Because like my wife tell me, man, you always on the interview. Somebody always watching.
That's heavy.
And somebody gonna recognize your greatness as long as you understand to have purpose over pointless excuses.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth, bro.
Yeah. Listen, y'all. Listen. There's nothing else that can be said after that. Look, man, that's your big bro, Bj Paige. You already know me. I'm your big bro, Demont Pope, aka Mr. Purpose over pointless excuses. Yeah.